What is happening? We are back with another weekly project update, and I have good news for everybody, including myself. We have finally reached that point. This will be the last update I bring you about the gold Duramax. And to answer your questions, yes, it is done. And I say done, let me speak more loosely. It is assembled. It is nowhere near in the state of calamity that you last saw it. If you have a really sharp eye, you'll notice that the charge tube is still disconnected, and there's a reason for that. So earlier today, actually let me back up a little further. Last weekend, I got a lot of assembly done on this thing. And this past weekend, got everything else bolted on. AC compressor, all the accessories, exactly how you see it. Rolled the thing outside, started filling it with water to check for leaks. Thankfully, we didn't have any water leaks. So I'm actually at that point where I can go ahead and drain the coolant and we put real, no kidding, antifreeze in this thing. But we did spring a leak that I wasn't expecting. I think it's number 6 injector on the driver's side. It's hard to see. I know you probably can't see it because even with a flashlight, I can barely see it, but it's right down here. And what I believe is happening is one of those little T-fittings. Here it is. So if you can see through the plastic, these little T-fittings, I think this little O-ring that's on the end of it has a split in it. And it's leaking fuel while it's running. It leaks fuel for like another minute or two after we shut it off. And it's only on that cylinder. So out of everything that could have leaked or could have gone wrong, I'm counting that as a win. We finally get to roll the gold Duramax out of the Triple S. Stick Speed Shop. Stick, my friend Eric, of course, who's been way too gracious to allow us to basically take up his entire shop since the day he had it built, especially with this thing. And once we get that injector return T-fitting situation figured out, get that leak stopped, I'll be ready to drive it. So it's been a really long project. I know I've been dragging you guys through the muck and the mud trying to get to this point. We're finally here. I'm very happy about it. It went together way too easy. After we got through the hard stuff, of course, there was the whole 3-step forward, 2-step back part of the program where you couldn't put this on until that was on, but you couldn't put this on until after you put this other assembly. If you put one of these together, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're done with it. It's finished, and I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. Life is great. It fired right off as soon as we hit fuel prime. Again, we had no water leaks, no rattles, no clatters, no pings, no tings. Everything is great. So, to all of you who have been following with this project, thank you so much. We're finishing wrapping with the full length. There will be no more updates coming to you about this truck. We're going to move on to another project after I get some more water line and septic and stuff like that figured out. We're going to be setting up a camper out here. It's a long story, but I've been in 2 different places trying to get a bunch of different things done, including this, but this was a hard press item. I needed to get this finished. So once we get that leak figured out and fixed, this will be drivable. So again, thank you guys so much for being patient. Thanks for following along with this build. It's been kind of stressful at times. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and take the moment now to do so. And if you have, thank you very much. Keep your eyes open because we're always doing more stuff. And we'll see you guys later.